Good morning, everyone. Happy February. So it is officially the start of Blackathon, vaLITines, and the Booktube Games. And I have decided that since February starts on a Friday, I am going to do a weekend reading vlog. So I don't have to work today because the weather has just been so cold and disgusting out. But that means I can do a lot of reading. So hopefully I get a good start to all of these readathons and get a lot of books done. As for reading plans for the weekend, I am currently still in the middle of This Is How It Always Is. I'm on page 156 right now. But this weekend I would also like to hopefully finish Circe and then get a good chunk of the way through Becoming and Game of Thrones. So it's a pretty ambitious weekend TBR, but we're just gonna do our best. So as of right now, I am feeling a little off right now because I woke up and realized that it was a nightmare that had woken me up, so I feel like I'm a little so I'm gonna do a quick meditation and then I'm going to pick up a book. I can't decide if I'm gonna read Circe or continue on with this book, but we'll see what I feel like when I get to it. This is so exciting. So I haven't gotten Book of the Month for the past few months, but On the Come Up by Angie Thomas is one of the February picks. So that's super exciting. I am definitely going to be getting that. But some of these other ones look really good too. So I guess I won't be skipping this month then. Good morning everyone. So it is a little bit after 11. I've been up for a couple hours now and I've just been kind of being lazy and eating breakfast and getting a little bit of reading in, but I wanted to update on how yesterday went. So after I last updated, I ran on the treadmill and then I got ready and I took my mom to an appointment and then we went to like a late lunch and then we ran a couple errands and then I went home. But throughout all of that, I was able to complete Circe by Madeline Miller, and oh my gosh, I loved this book so much. I don't like to rate books immediately after I finish them, but I think I'm going to end up giving this 5 out of 5 stars because this is just like everything I want in a book. I love Greek mythology, first of all, as I have said multiple times on this channel, and the reason why I am Team Camp Half-Blood for the Booktube Games, but this is so good. I now want to read everything that Madeline Miller has written. I think her two main books are The Song of Achilles, which I've read, and then Circe. And then I know she has a short story that I kind of want to read. I don't know if I'll read that this month or not, but basically this is about Circe, who is the daughter of the Titan Helios and a nymph, and she is kind of like the first witch. This kind of goes through her exile and just all of the different things she has to go through, and it is so heart-wrenching because she is fueled by loneliness and desire, and you see her come into herself from thinking she's nothing and getting that kind of reaction from everyone else to really coming into her power and who she is, and it's so beautiful and magical, and it was everything I hoped it would be. I will put all of like the trigger and content warnings right here because there are a few, but one I will say is there are actually 2 pretty graphic childbirth scenes in this, and then there's also a scene with sexual assault. So be wary of that going into this, but other than that, it is just stunning, and I honestly do think I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I also, yesterday I read up to page 42 of Becoming. I listened to the audiobook while I was on the treadmill and getting ready and stuff. I've listened to a bit more this morning and now I'm on page 84, but so far I am loving this. The audiobook is incredible because Michelle Obama herself is narrating it, so it's really cool to hear about her life with her own voice. And I honestly think, you know, for me, memoirs are really hard to rate just because it feels difficult to rate a person's life and how they perceive it and how they perceive the experiences that they go through. So I think a lot of times I like to focus more on the writing than anything. You know, I mean, there's no secret that Michelle Obama is an incredibly intelligent woman. I'm already finding so many amazing quotes and moments and just so much empowerment packed into this book, even though I haven't even read 100 pages yet. So I am so enjoying this. If you haven't picked this up, like, highly recommend, and also look for the audiobook because it has been incredible. But basically, as far as plans for today, I think I'm going to be getting lunch with a friend later. Other than that, I kind of want to try and film a video, and I need to work out. But as far as reading goes, I do want to carry on with this. I only have my audiobook from the library until like tomorrow, I think. So I think if I can get like a good chunk of the way through this, that would be really good. I also want to start Game of Thrones because I haven't started it yet still, and this is a thick puppy, so I need to you know, start this. But I also kind of set aside Odd One Out because, you know, after reading like that heavy fantasy story, I kind of wouldn't mind like a nice contemporary, and this also fits for Blackathon, so I'd like to maybe look into this one, maybe starting today. But I'm like totally scattered right now. I could also continue on with This Is How It Always Is. I am currently on page 156. I've been reading this very slowly, and it's not because I don't like it, because I actually have been loving this book so much. It sparks a lot of discussion in my mind. Like, you know, there's so much discourse in this that I'm really, you know, really trying to take my time and dissect it and everything. But I've just been reading this so slowly because, for one, like, reading one page of this takes me like double the amount of time that it takes to read any other book. So that's kind of a little bit frustrating for me, I think, because every time I sit down to read it, I know it's just gonna like be this great undertaking and it's gonna take a little bit longer than usual. But, you know, I'm not enjoying it. I'm actually really loving it, and I think there's a lot of really important topics covered in this. It's taking so long. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I would not mind continuing on with this, but I just, you know, I need to finish it at some point, and maybe February will be the day. But I also have a million other books on my TBR, so I guess for right now, I'm going to continue on with the audiobook for Becoming. I'm gonna work out here in maybe like an hour or so, or I might do it later after lunch. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to continue on with the audiobook right now, maybe until lunch or until I work out, and then after lunch, maybe I will pick up something physically and update you then.
Any ideas?
Am I actually going on camera? So... Okay, well, don't do it now. Let me get ready first.
She's getting ready for her YouTube debut.
Welcome.
Oh, you look cute.
To my...
So... I don't like this! No, this is good. Okay. This is good. So, this is my friend Amy.
I can't even say hi. Like, I can't get it out of me. I don't know what to do.
We went to high school together. I'm uncomfortable. We're both really uncomfortable right now.
I don't like this.
Amy, what are you reading right now?
The Hate You Give.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I read it last year.
The camera's looking at me.
Tell us your thoughts so far.
I really like it. And I'm better at typing my words than saying them.
So Amy is a really good artist. So I'm gonna link her website down below.
Down below.
This is a mess.
Love your ocean. Love it. Want to see my shelf? I don't know what to say. I have this shelf and I have this shelf.
What should she read next?
Well, I've read... Okay.
We both love this book.
Yes. I read most of these.
Oh, I'm reading this one.
I haven't read that one yet. That's a new one.
I'm reading that
And this is a new one too.
Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we both liked this, right? Dark Matter.
Yes, loved that one. I don't know which ones
It
you've read.
was a mess.
It was a mess.
Have you read Scythe yet?
Not yet. I
Oh
haven't
my
read
God,
either of
it's
these yet.
So good. I want to read this.
That one's
read
good.
that
I like
yet.
that one a lot.
I have this one. I just haven't read it yet.
Harry Potter.
I got Amy both of these because
Yes.
she's a Hufflepuff.
I am a Hufflepuff.
That's about it. All right, we can stop. This is what always ends up happening when we're together. If you make videos, let me know if this happens to you ever, because I got back from lunch and hanging out with my friend, and then I decided to film my January wrap-up. And I looked back at the footage and the lighting is so bad. Like, I'm so washed out because I'm trying to like use natural light, but where I did it right in front of my window and it looks so bad, and now I'm gonna have to refilm it. I think probably tomorrow or maybe later today. I don't know. I still need to work out, but I'm like watching YouTube videos because I have like 40 something in my there's so much and I need to read. You know, I'm gonna update you on reading actually right now. I have been listening to the Becoming audiobook so much. It is so good. I am currently on page 158. I think I have it written down here. I've read 116 pages so far, so not as much as I would like to read, but I am hoping after I work out, while I'm working out, I'm gonna read, or I'm gonna listen to more of this audiobook, and then after that I'm going to pick up something physically. So I am currently drinking a glass of wine. I'm 23, I'm of age, it's fine, but I have gotten, so I finally worked out. Heck yes for that. And I got to page 191 of Becoming, so I think I might try to read like one more chapter of this before I go to bed, but I want to put that down for a little bit, and I think I want to start Odd One Out. Or do I want to start Game of Thrones? I should probably start Game of Thrones, shouldn't I? Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's literally like 30 seconds later, but I'm feeling pretty motivated right now. So I think I'm going to actually start Game of Thrones. And if I read this and I'm like not really feeling it right now, then I'll go into something else. But I feel like since I'm motivated to read and, you know, I'm like in the reading mood, I should pick up something that like I kind of really feel like I need to read this month. So yes, I'm going to do that. I need to charge my battery a little bit here, so I am going to do that and read and drink some wine, and this might be my last update for tonight, or I might update one more time before I go to bed. So let's do some reading. So I am cleaning off my makeup right now because I am really starting to get sleepy, but I just wanted to update and say that I got past the 70 page mark for Game of Thrones, and so far I am so enjoying it. I kind of expected it to be a little bit denser than it is. I think just kind of the fact that it's like adult high fantasy, even though like I have read like Brandon Sanderson and stuff, I think I expected it to just be like more complex and dense, I guess, but honestly, I'm having a pretty easy time with it. I keep referring back to the map, but I was talking to my friend who really likes it, and she was saying that eventually the map becomes kind of intuitive and you don't have to refer to it as often. But so far I'm really liking it. I like just like learning about the characters and the world and their background and like where they come from and that. I think all of that background is actually really interesting and really compelling for me. So I am having a really good time. I don't know how much more I am going to read tonight. I'm gonna read it probably until I fall asleep. I don't actually think I will be picking up Becoming again tonight. I'm gonna go back to the audiobook tomorrow and just listen to it when I can, and then eventually the audiobook is gonna expire and I'm gonna have to start reading it physically. But you know, if hopefully I can actually finish the audiobook tomorrow, I think that would be really helpful. Hey everyone, so yesterday or last night I should say, my camera actually ended up dying, so I don't know if I really finished my thought, but basically it wasn't really anything too important. I ended up reading to page 108 yesterday in Game of Thrones, and I am hooked. I am having such an amazing time reading this. Today I have read another 54 pages, and of Becoming I have read another 67 pages, mostly been listening to the audiobook. So for the rest of the day my goal is to hopefully finish this or almost finish this so that I can continue to read it on audiobook, and then I would like to read another 50 or so pages of this. So currently I am actually running sprints over on the vaLITines Twitter. I hope it's going well. It's the first time I've ever run Twitter sprints, so I'm having a lot of fun. We're going to be doing another sprint here in about 7 minutes, so I'm going to pick up Game of Thrones again and try to get a lot of this done, and then I will hopefully update a little bit later. Hey everyone, so I'm back. It is almost 5 p.m. in the evening, and I just got finished running sprints for vaLITines, so I was thinking about running today, but honestly I have been running basically every day, so I kind of want to put this out there onto my Booktube channel. But I am currently training for my 3rd half marathon. I've obviously run 2 in the past, but I just signed up for another one in April, so I'm really starting to really crack down on my training and making sure that I am, you know, getting to where I need to be by then. But I need to take a break, and I like to usually take a break at least once a week, so I think for the most part this week I ran every day, and I did like a HIIT workout yesterday, so today I'm going to take as my day off and then go back at it the rest of the week. So I'm sure you will see I'm sure you'll see more running updates in the coming vlogs. But I also want to say, I forgot to mention, but this came in the mail. So I actually ordered this when I made a thrift books order, and I got Little Lion, and I got Saga Volume 2, and then I also just got, I don't know if you can see that, If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson. So I saw this on Jessie from Bow Ties and Books list of like the books that you could read for the different Blackathon challenges, and I think they had put that they really wanted to read this, and it caught my attention, so I looked it up on Goodreads and it sounded really interesting, so I ended up ordering it. I found it for super inexpensive on thrift books, so I picked it up, and it doesn't look too long, and there's not a lot of text on the page, so I think I might try and add this to my February TBR, which is already massive, but why not? Basically, what I want to do the rest of the night is just sit down with a cup of tea and just relax, and I'm going to continue to read more of A Game of Thrones. I'm still on page 162, I think. I don't know if I said it was on 162 or 163, but I'm also going to try to get a good bit more in of Becoming. So I think this is going to be my second to last update for the night. I'll update one more time, kind of recapping the weekend, and then we will close out this weekend reading vlog. Hey everyone, so it's about after 10 p.m. on Sunday, so I'm just going to quickly wrap up this weekend reading vlog and get to bed, and then tomorrow I will start a weekly reading vlog for the first full week of February. Real quickly, let's go over what I read. First, I started and finished Circe by Madeline Miller. I began this on Friday and I finished it on the same day. This was a total of 391 pages, and I got to double that because it was my group book for Team Camp Half-Blood, and I absolutely loved this book. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I also have kind of been intermittently reading Becoming by Michelle Obama. I've been mainly listening to the audiobook, and I ended up getting to page 375, so I only have about 50 pages left of this, and I know I will be able to finish that tomorrow because I have I think 2 hours left of the audiobook, and I listen on 2 times speed, so very easily we'll finish this tomorrow. And then finally, I began A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I just got to page 240 of this, so I am actually really enjoying this so far. It's kind of surprising me how easily I'm able to pick it up, so I'm really excited to continue. I'm hoping to maybe read 50 to 100 pages a day and then just, finish this in its due course. So all in all, I think I actually got over 1,000 pages with all of my reading, plus the extra 391 points that I got from completing the group book. So all in all, I say this was a very successful reading weekend, and I am hopeful to continue with this motivation in the coming weeks. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to like and comment. I hope you'll choose to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!